In a nation with 23 million people, tradition and history are the center of its culture. Throughout its years, Taiwan has been controlled by the Portuguese, Dutch, Japanese, and Chinese. In 1911, the Republic of China was established by Sun Yat-sen. The 400-mile-long island lies 180 miles from its neighbor, China. Taiwan is just larger than the state of New Jersey. Extremely high mountains lay in the east side of the island, rising to almost 4,000 meters, or almost 14,000 feet, making Taiwan the island with the fourth highest peak. The Tropic of Cancer runs through the island, so it's usually hot and humid. Taiwan is the second most densely populated country on Earth. Texas has a similar population, but its landmass is 19 times larger. The main city and capital is Taipei.
People in Taiwan want to move to the city because that's where the jobs are, the good education is. There's not a lot of opportunities in the countryside.
The official language of Taiwan is Mandarin. There is also Taiwanese.
It's the language of the heart, oftentimes, but Mandarin is the language of education and business and government, the language that is largely spoken in the church.
So what is the Taiwanese dream?
Be successful, get a good job, make lots of money, get married, have children.
So from the very beginning, they want their child to go to the best preschool so they can go to the best elementary school, so they can go to the best middle school, so they can go to the best high school, so they can go to the best university. They all have the dream that their child is going to go there and then get lots of money and then support them in their old age. There's also a dream for their child to be filial or to be faithful to them. There's a high value for the child to be respectful to the parents and grandparents, and to be faithful in coming back, but even more to be faithful in caring for them as they pass on to the afterlife and provide for them.
Family is very important in Chinese culture. During the Chinese New Year week, each day is to be celebrated with a specific side of the family. Much of the celebration is also devoted to worshiping their ancestors and gods. Taiwan's main religions are Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, which then blends into Taiwan's own mix of traditional religion.
是需要准备一些东西去祭拜他，然后要烧金钱，然后要拿香拜拜。
A faithful follower of the traditional religion will set out a table of offering and burn spirit money on the 1st and 15th of each lunar month.
Paper money or
Spirit money
or ghost money, specially made paper that companies make.
They believe that this spirit money is money that can be used in the afterlife. As I burn it as a faithful child, I burn it to my ancestors, and my ancestors can use it in the afterlife to buy what they need.
There's a thing at the Taoist temples, right? Kind of these bean-shaped things. They will ask the god a question and then they'll throw those things out there, and depending on how they land, it will say whether that's yes or no. And if you don't, we've been told that if you don't like the answer you get, you keep throwing it until you get the answer you like.
可是就是人出事情的时候，才会去找传统宗教所谓的神。
Visiting the local temple and ancestral graves are also signs of commitment. The relationship with their gods are fear-based, meaning they believe because they don't want to have something bad happen to them.
The majority of people in Taiwan are afraid of what the spirits will do. All the things they're doing is to make the spirits happy so the spirits won't bother them.
And Taiwanese in general don't have a lot of peace. They're fearful in their life of the ancestors, but just of luck and anything else. One of the places where the gospel really makes an impact is bringing peace and an absence of fear to the Taiwanese.
Much of the traditional religion population is worshiping the gods for their parents' sake rather than believing on their own.
我也不知道是佛教还是道教，我都统称是佛道教。
Taiwanese are pluralistic. They are eager to add more religions, as long as the new gods keep them safe and increase their prosperity. They are perfectly fine with adding Jesus to their god shelves, but are not okay with exclusivity of the true gospel. Christianity makes up about 6% of Taiwan's population.
In Taiwan, altogether, it's about 4,000 churches. The church numbers increased from 3% to 6%.
Most Taiwanese Christians didn't grow up in a Christian family.
And the church is maybe strong in the city, in the big city. Missionary and go to the west coast and go to the countryside, because the Christian is very little. The church is weak.
Christianity is a stark contrast to their religions because it isn't fear-based.
传统宗教信仰是有些很多时候你需要花很多的钱去赎罪，或者是去做什么。那这是跟基督教有很大的差别，因为我们跟神是有亲子关系的。那可是传统的宗教却不是如此。
It is difficult for some people to change to Christianity because of their family's traditions.
现在台湾，传福音越来越不容易，我们要跟人家介绍耶稣越来越不容易，因为他们的生活并不差，甚至他们不觉得需要耶稣。那如果有从美国来、从世界各地来的宣教士，但是会有一些的不一样。宣教士可以告诉台湾人，为什么我们放弃在美国那么好的生活，我们愿意来到台湾？我们来台湾做什么？其实这一直是让台湾人会感动的，也就是透过这样子的分享，让台湾人可以更多的接触到福音，接触到耶稣。
其实台湾人是非常需要耶稣的，台湾人的心很饥饿。台湾人，你看他为什么他可以就是接受很多新的东西，他可以接受，就是这个也想学，那个也想学，这个也想要改变。因为我觉得台湾人普遍就是灵里很饥渴，他没有神来满足，所以纵使台湾的物质生活各方面都非常丰富，可是他们灵里的缺乏，会让台湾一直是饥渴的，让他们一直不知道什么才能够成为他的满足。那这个位置就除了耶稣，没有人可以满足。
As you have understood the Taiwanese situation better, your prayers are essential. Matthew 9:37-38 says, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." Will you commit to prayer for the Taiwanese? Here are a few ways you can pray for Taiwan at 9:37 p.m. every night.
Pray for the family in Taiwanese churches have become the example to the society.
我们很希望有很多的宣教士能够从台湾的教会产生出来，因为我们看见别人为了我们，他们牺牲了他们生命很宝贵的时间，让我们今天台湾可以有这么多基督徒。现在我们应该要走出去，